Hello and welcome to Prego Coding Classes. This is Amber Roy. This is an unpublished video of the informative app where we will implement subscription method by accepting payments through PayPal. This is exclusive for Patreons only. So first of all, thank you for being a Patreon, and without wasting any time, let's get started. So first thing first, we'll open the app folder, we'll go to resources, we'll open menu and go to activity main program drawer. And when it opens, you see we have the general information tab and the trending information tab, but in here there is no general information shown. So first of all, we need to implement the general information, then we can work on in payments and subscriptions, because we are targeting a specific menu to get hidden when the user is not subscribed, and then to show when the user gets subscribed. So go to text tab and over to the top, just copy this trending thing and you can paste one below, and we'll just name it general, and in the trending information we'll say general information. So that's it. Now we need to change this icon over here, so we'll go to drawer, just right click on it, new, vector assets, and over here click this icon. Over here we'll just search for globe. Let's just see what we can get. Let's just select places or navigation, maps, and underneath the map, do we have the world icon? No, we don't have the world icon. So let's just keep searching. Yes, this is what we need. So okay, and we'll name it IC general info. Hit next, finish. And over here you just need to change this trending to general info, and the icon gets changed automatically. Now that's done. So we can get back to our main program.java coding section. So let's just open our Java folder and let's open the main program.java. Now there used to be a problem that when you used to open profile or trending information, the menu used to get checked. Like if you used to open profile, the profile used to get checked. Now when you used to hit back, it used to go back to the general information, but the checked menu didn't change. The profile, if the profile was checked, profile used to remain checked. Now we need to fix that also. So we'll fix that in this video only. So let's get back to main program and let's go to on navigation item selected. And over here we need another condition, that is else if id equals r.id.nav general, then what we can do, just over here we need to copy paste that is on coded here. So we'll just copy and paste it over here. Now we do not need a backstack from here because I need the program to exit if the user hits back from the general information. So everything else has a backstack, but we won't have a backstack in the nav general. Now we'll go to on back pressed and over here. And over here you can see we have the get title general information, set title to general information. Now we do not have what happens when they hit back, the checked item gets converted or checked items uh, get to the general information or not. So we'll just include that. So navigation view, nav view equals find view by id, r.id dot nav view, and underneath we'll say nav view dot set checked item r.id dot nav general. So what this would do is it will set the checked item to nav general when the user hits back and set the title to general information. That's it. That's it what we need to change over here, and over here we are setting the clicker. If the user clicks the option nav general, the fragment will be changed to general information. Now that's done over here as well. Now we can opt for the subscription. So for subscription, first we need to create a empty fragment and work on that. So create empty fragment, a blank fragment rather, and uncheck these two, and write here fragment subscription or anything you prefer. Finish. After everything gets synced, we'll go to the fragment subscription layout and we'll first delete this text, and underneath we'll say card view, which will have a match parent and wrap content, and underneath the wrap content or the height we'll say elevation of 96 dp and corner radius of let's say 12 dp. Now underneath we'll say a linear layout of match parent and wrap content and orientation of vertical and padding of 10 dp. That's it. Now underneath we'll give a text view of match parent and wrap content, which will have a text saying subscribed on, and underneath we'll say font family of trebuchet and a size of 16 sp, but you can obviously change it or modify it as you want. So I think that's okay, and we'll give it an ID of, let's give it the ID later. First copy this thing, and we need similar text underneath also. So over here we'll paste it, and we'll change the text to subscription status, which will be active or inactive, and underneath we'll say subscription ends on. Now this will contain the ending date of the subscription, so the user can have an idea when the subscription is going to end, so that they can recharge it or they can subscribe on the next date again. So we'll give margin top over here and underneath. So here we'll say margin top of 10 dp, and over here we'll say a margin top of 10 dp, and underneath we'll need a button so that we can ask the subscriber to click that button and subscribe. So this would be wrap content, and the background would be button ripple, and the text would be subscribe and top margin would be 20 dp. Let's make it 30. And the gravity of the button would be center, and that's it. So we just need to initialize all the IDs now. So on the top text view where the subscribed on will show, we'll give it an ID of let's say subscription starts on ID subscription status, and over here we'll say ID subscription ends on. We'll also give an ID to the button, that is subscription button. So I'll make it short, and let's go to the Fragment subscription Java class over here and initialize all the IDs or cast all the components. So we'll just copy this one and write here view, and on the top we'll write view equals paste. That's it. Now we'll say private text view subscription starts subscription ends on, and there's also a subscription status. So subscription status, there is also a button, so private button subscription button. Now we need to cast all the components over here, so I'll just give a remarks of cast components, and underneath we'll say subscription starts find view by ID, or first view find view by ID r.id dot subscription starts on, then subscription ends. Okay, let's give status view find view by ID r.id dot subscription status, and underneath we'll say subscription ends on. We'll say view dot find view by ID r.id dot subscription ends on, and lastly the button. So subscription button equals view dot find view by ID r.id dot subscription button. Next we'll go to our main program.java and open the on navigation item selected, and we'll just copy this trending information part and paste it underneath the subscription part, and we'll just change this things over here. So subscription info or information, whatever you want to write. So fragment trending information will be changed to fragment subscription. Over here trending information will change it to subscription, and we'll change this one to subscription, and we'll change this one to subscription. That's it. So this has a backstack to fragment general information, and that's it what we need to do. So we can now work on with our fragment subscription.java. So down below, we'll first set the visibility of the subscribe button to invisible. So let's use the button subscription button dot set visibility to invisible, and we'll check for subscription. We create this method to check what is the status of subscription. Create this method, and we'll set an on-click listener on the subscription button. So subscription button dot set on-click listener, new view on-click listener. Now when the user clicks this button, we'll initialize the payment method. But for now, let's work on with the check subscription thing. So over here, what we need is the Firebase database and Firebase auth. So Firebase database, Firebase database, private Firebase auth, and we'll get the instances of these two components. So Firebase database equals Firebase database dot get instance, and Firebase auth equals Firebase auth dot get instance. That's it. Now over here in the chef subscription, underneath we'll say database reference. Now we'll create a database for the subscription so that the date gets registered in our database, and we can retrieve that and we can work on that. So database reference subscript or my sub reference, let's name it my sub ref, a short one, equals Firebase database dot get reference. We'll name it subscription dot child would be Firebase auth dot get current user dot get UID, and underneath we need to create a class also. So over here we'll create a new Java class, subscription Java class, okay, and over here we'll say public string sub day, sub month, sub year, and sub status. Now turn off your numlock and alt 0. Okay, first we need to hit enter over here and alt 0. Then we'll need an empty constructor, so select none. And we need another constructor with every public variable, so there we go. Alt 0, getter and setter, select all. Okay. So our class is ready. Close this. So over here we'll say my subref dot add value event listener, new value event listener. If data snapshot dot exists, or if the subscription reference exists, then only we can go forward. And we need a semicolon underneath. So if the data snapshot doesn't exist, then we'll say toast get activity, and we'll say subscription not, or let's say sorry, no subscription found. And over here we'll say subscription Java class subscript equal to, or sub c, let's name it sub c, equals data snapshot dot get value. Over here we'll write subscription Java class dot class. Now underneath we'll say int end month, comma n year. Now you'll just understand these variables why I'm giving it. When I'm working with it, we'll understand it on the process. So first we need these two variables, then we need int day equals integer dot parse int. So we need the string now. So sub c dot get sub day. That's it. Then we need the month. So int month equals integer dot parse int sub c sub sc dot get month, and int year equals integer dot parse int sub c dot get the sub year. And now we have fetched the day, month and year from the database. Now we can work with this. First we'll give a string of sub date, or the subscription date equals day plus, you can give this, but I give this, plus month plus a minus sign plus year. Now this is the date which will show in the subscription starts. So underneath we'll give string sub status equals sub c dot get sub status. Okay, so let's stop this video in here as this video is getting too lengthy. Let's continue this video in the next part. Until then, stay blessed, happy coding, and bye-bye. If you have liked the video, hit the like button, then the subscribe button, and then the bell icon.